industry, oh my fucking god, why is it doing this? The industry is gonna fall to shit. Okay? And honestly just needs to. And the whole purpose of the industry is to exploit children. That's literally the only reason why it exists. Like literally. Why do you think that the industry is so fucking obsessed with children and child stars? Every piece of fucking media, like literally almost every piece of mainstream media and movies is exploitative of children. There's always like an inappropriate age gap between like the actors. You know, one of the actresses is like a teenager or literally a child, and then the other actors like literally almost 30 years old. There's been so many movies where, you know, children are kissing grown ass fucking men or doing shit like they're doing that on purpose, okay? Or movies where children are made to dress a certain way or act a certain way, or now they think that they're slick, okay? I don't want to see adults be children on television. I don't know why people think, yeah, well, adults should play teenagers. No, a teenager should be teenagers, and children should be children. We just need to get these fucking grown ass people out of the industry. Adults playing fucking teens is not going to protect teenagers in the industry because there's still teenagers in the fucking industry, regardless, at this moment, as we speak, being exploited. So what does that change? It changes fucking nothing. And they're not doing it to protect anyone. They're doing it just to exploit teenagers. And honestly, like infantilize adults. Like, no, adults don't need to be playing teenagers. I don't care. Because half the time now we're seeing in the media is just like they're just doing it so they can sexualize teenagers. I feel like the only fucking time where I've seen like young adults play teenagers and it's not like weird is actually like Wednesday, and like everyone is like doing like a good job and it's actually like telling like a story. But otherwise, now they're just like doing, and I think it's so harmful to women, first of all, because it's just further like infantilizing women and pushing women into being like little girls for the rest of their lives. Like, bitch, women are meant to grow up. That's number one. Number two, it's not cool to have like young adults play teenagers because now, like I said, people, you're telling me people are like just infantilizing young adults. Nobody knows what a young adult is supposed to look like, especially when it comes to women. Like, motherfuckers look at women like there's so many women that actually look their age, okay? But because of the amount of like women being infantilized in the media, now like nobody can look at a woman like a woman anymore. And I promise you that teenagers and young adults do not look the same at all. They don't look the same at all. If you look at someone from when they were like a teenager, 18, 19 and under, compared to when they're an adult, they start to fill their features in more. Their face features start to square out more. Bitch, I have pictures of myself when I was fucking 18, 19, and all these other things. Like, bitch, my face was like really, really like chubbier, and my cheekbones were not as like pronounced. But it's like as you get older, your features start to fill in more. Even if you have like a youthful face, whatever, it still doesn't matter because your face is more pronounced. I know there's like very, very few people that like kind of do like they definitely have a baby face, but I feel like for the most part they look their age. It's just the media infantilizing the fuck out of girls, like especially like young adult women, so bad. Like, it's so fucking bad. And you want to know something, girl? I swear to God, I just feel like ever since like Lana Del Rey and like Melanie Martinez came out, I feel like as a collective, women decided to heal their inner child, right? So I have no problem with women kind of recessing like emotionally and wearing all of the things that they didn't get to wear as a little girl because they didn't have that. They didn't have that childhood, that like teenhood, because it was so skewed. And so doing that is healing their inner child. And I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. My problem is that these motherfuckers are using that as fuel to keep women in this cycle of, oh yeah, you should just stay a little girl forever. You should just dress like this forever because they're predators. And it's just like the purpose of doing that isn't for it to be sexualized. And then, oh my god, like the overflow of these fucking online prostitutes. They're not, it's sex work is not work, bitch. They're prostitutes. I don't give a fuck. That's not a normal job. And anyone saying that that's a normal job is completely fucking delusional. We already know this. But the influx of like grown ass women, young adult women. Okay, sexy, school, and girls should never be in the same connotation at all. Period. Point blank. I don't give a fuck. And the amount of these fucking bitches that do that shit, it's disgusting. And the fact that they actually think that's normal, bitch, I don't trust you. I don't trust these bitches. I don't. And a lot of these bitches that do that is like they learn how to be groomers, and nobody wants to talk about the amount of like female fucking pedophiles and groomers that, you know, prey on young girls to be trafficked, especially nowadays, because there's this whole anti-man man agenda. That's another thing to not fall for, because they're using that again to lure young girls into trafficking. They're using all these like young adult women and some of them teenagers to make these gas these girls heads up and make them think what they're doing and the shit that they're involved in is like empowerment. It's not fucking empowerment. It's a fucking trap, bro. It's all bullshit. It's a trap. And I'm so tired of it. Literally, most videos I see nowadays, too, of people damn near getting trafficked is by women. I was almost trafficked by fucking females. Twice. Twice. I was walking down the street, and I know that if I put my hair in my protective style, which is like French braids kind of, I know that that automatically takes off a good decade of my face. I'm very aware of that. Okay, I'm not ashamed of it, but I am aware that whenever, if I put those fucking pigtails in my hair, bitch, I automatically naturally look a lot younger. And I'm not denying that at all. Okay, so I'm pretty sure these people thought I was a child. And so there was a woman in the, actually it happened like what, 3 times. So the first time I was like sitting over by like storage units by where I live, and it was a guy, like a young guy and a girl, and they like came sliding through in a car. And I'm pretty sure that there's like traffickers in my area going specifically where they know that like families live to traffic people. Like it's not even a coincidence. Like that shit was strategic. And I'm very lucky because I feel like in that moment it's like I knew it was happening, but I was like low key detached. So I was like, what the fuck? So they were like, "Oh, why don't you come to our hotel with us?" And they threw a fucking key at me, like not like at my face, but in my direction. Like, bitch, I'm not touching that shit. The fuck, the fuck, bitch, I'm not stupid. And lucky for me, they drove away. And then guess what? They drove away. A few minutes later, sure enough, a cop comes and is like, "Are you okay?" That, I don't think I could have had a bigger cue to fucking leave an area than that moment. Cause yeah. And so then the other time it happened is when I was 17, and it was my friend's, it was not my friend. It was my older sister's ex-friend. My older sister is a whole decade older than me. She is like 31, 32. And so her friend is in the same age bracket. And so at this time when this was happening, she would have been around like 27, 28 years old. I am 17 years old. And I was also not even just vulnerable because I was 17, but mentally, like, I was so depressed. I was so depressed. And I am very vocal about what I'm going through. And I'm pretty sure she saw that as an opportunity to plot on me. And this girl who was trying to plot on me reached out to me because she quote unquote thought I needed someone to talk to. Honey, I'm not the one that needs to talk to you, first of all, because you're a grown ass woman. Why are you a grown ass woman in a 17-year-old's messages? And like I said, there was no good intentions because this woman, she's I don't know if she still is, but I'm pretty sure she might be. She was a drug addict and she hangs out with motherfuckers that are like twice her age. And she's also another one of these like females that like tries to emulate a teenager or a little girl, and they're a fully grown ass women for pedophilic men, which is why I don't trust these bitches. And this is why I brings me back to my point of I know that these bitches working for these pedophile men are luring these girls in and are also preying on young boys. They're just as bad as these motherfuckers. Because it's one thing to be a grown ass adult and maybe know like what you're doing, but not sit there and fucking lure children into what you're doing and just keep that shit to yourself, right? But no, a lot of these motherfuckers are, like, they're disgusting. They're disgusting. And they're like on TikTok, which is supposed to be a child's app, which that's a problem within itself to aim fucking social media to children. And that's like another way why I know they're trying to normalize pedophilia, because children don't need to be on social media at all. They need to be in school. They need to be learning how to fucking read. These motherfuckers can't read. They need to learn how to have social skills because they don't know how to socialize. They don't know how to be respectful. Like, they need to learn how to be a decent fucking human being, because half these motherfuckers are brats. But yeah, so bro, the fucking amount of these fucking bitches that were on this fucking godforsaken app being like, yeah, what I'm doing is empowering. Bitch, you're not empowered. You're a puppet. You are a disgusting bitch and you are a puppet. You're an insecure bitch. The only reason why you're doing that is because you need validation. Because you're insecure. And I know for a fact that half these fucking bitches have the literal IQ level of a 13-year-old middle school mean girl. And when I see some of these like quote unquote debates online with like conservative people, I'm sorry, I don't know why people are like slamming the fucking door, fucking house. But yeah, when I see, like, it's crazy. And so yeah, and now there's like all these like kid influencers, teen influencers. Honey, they're not influencers. They're being pimped out. They are being pimped out by their parents. Do y'all understand how many of these children are being trafficked, being pimped out by their parents, and being sexually assaulted and being told to do things with grown ass fucking men? Do you know how many? Because it's more common than you think, especially when it comes to this industry shit. That's why I don't fuck with none of this shit. I don't. It's too fucking many of them. Trauma. And instead of them getting therapy, instead of them, being around people that are like, this is not okay, this is not normal, and we need to get you out of this situation, they're around thousands upon thousands of people saying, oh yeah, it's fine, don't even think about it. Like, just not even helping them. It's like they grow these big ass infatuated egos, and a lot of them end up abusing their power. And to the ones that don't, that ones that choose to leave, kudos to them. But that's why I don't care about the industry. I don't care about the industry. I don't care about a lot of these fucking famous people in the industry because they are fucking manipulative. They're literally trained to be manipulative. They're in a situation where they're abused and they're learning to be abusive and abuse their power on other people and use people and manipulate people and play the victim when they're the ones creating literal, morally corrupt fucking problems. And then, so yeah, when it comes to these like OF girls, literally the amount of these bitches that literally dress like children, ew, like ew, it disgusts me. And then the amount of them that defend that shit and act like that shit is normal. Like, bitch, why are you dressing like a child? Like, stop acting like you don't know that you're dressing like a child. Like, they try to sit there and be like, oh my God, well, I'm just being feminine. No, you're not being feminine and girly. You're literally dressing like a little girl. While sexualized like a dumb bitch, you actually look at yourself and look at what the fuck you're doing, what the being to upon and preyed upon, and you are just sitting there and glamorizing it and rubbing salt on a fucking open wound and making it worse. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. And I know how many of these fucking women, like these bitches, follow little girls on social media, just sitting there grooming them to be like, you know, oh, you're so pretty, you're so pretty. Like, no, adults, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're a man, if you're a woman. I don't give a fuck what sexual orientation they are. No fucking grown ass person should be overly praising a child. That's grooming. I feel like this is all basic fucking common sense that people fucking lack. Because if I was a fucking parent and if I had a little girl and anyone was trying to be all up in her shit and they're a grown ass person, I'm clutching my purse. Like, I'm automatically side-eyeing them and I'm be like, get the fuck away from my child before I goddamn fucking kill you. Like, that's not normal. And they know exactly why they're doing that. And they know, like, these fucking abusive ass, coercive ass females are abusing their, like, fake nurturing ways to lure little girls in. And also lure little boys in and do shit to them because nobody talks. It doesn't matter, period. And like, and like, it's like, I hate seeing like the amount of children and teenagers on social media. And that's all TikTok is. Like, Musically, literally all Musically was literally a bunch of little girls barely dressed doing like sexual shit. And all the predators, they just have easy access. Easy fucking access. They don't even have to fucking try. It's like their plan is like to mass groom these fucking people's brains and just have easy access to them. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. I cannot stand it. It is sick and disgusting. And then, like, Musically became TikTok, and all TikTok was a bunch of fucking underage girls, barely dressed, doing sexually provocative shit. That is child pornography. And still to this day, that's what TikTok is. And I feel like it's not as bad because there's adults that like came and made sure that like people had their brains on right and is like, hey guys, like, this is literally child pornography. Like, let's like not support this shit. So I feel like there's like a chunk of people that are like, they're aware and they like report that shit, so good for them. But then there's like, I just feel like there's people that, especially like the young adults, like they're just, it's exposing. I feel like, especially as an adult, like, it's exposing just how many predatorial people there are, because it's like, why are you sitting here all gung-ho and fighting for young people to wear shit that they shouldn't be fucking wearing, for doing shit that they shouldn't be doing? Like, I'm side-eyeing the fuck out of you, bitch. You need to be locked up for questioning. You weird fucking bitch. And it's like, not sit here and act like it's not a problem, especially when it comes to people like Jenny Poppich and Piper. There's so many other girls that you've seen what happens behind the scenes. It's their fucking crazy ass mothers screaming at them, yelling at them to do shit. That's why we need to stop this problem, because like these are human beings and no human being deserves to go through that shit. And like that's why this industry needs to fall, because it's just like these people don't have sane people around them. Just a bunch of people that just don't care about them as a human being or their mental health. They just want to exploit them. And it's disgusting and it's sad. And then no wonder, these people, their mental health is shot. They nearly end up fucking dead. They end up with addiction problems because it's just insane. It's just like actually disgusting. And like anyone supporting that, fuck yourself. And then now they have this shit. Right now they have this agenda. Oh, you should just forgive us because hurt people do not hurt people, girl. I promise you, there's so many trauma that abuse other people just because they have trauma. Excuse to abuse and hurt other people. So you can miss me with that bullshit. And how timing, right, works, because all of this shit is being exposed. They know they're being exposed. So now they're just like trying to like brainwash the young generation that like they should just basically let people abuse them. Like it's just disgusting and it's sick and I hate it so much. It makes me so angry. And then when it comes to the dance industry, I have to really wrap this up because my phone's on fucking like 5%. The dance industry, there's literally like so many videos of the same shit. Fucking 17 and unders doing a whole bunch of inappropriate dances, burlesque dances in these fucking dance competitions and shit, wearing shit they shouldn't be wearing. And it's literally just basically, like I said, it's just free CP. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, it needs to fucking stop. I'm over it. It's disgusting. And anyone that's like sitting there and is like, oh my God, it's okay. It's not okay. And you need to be in someone's jail. That's all. Here's to the fall of Hollywood. Fuck Hollywood. Fuck the industry. It could burn in hell. I don't care. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.